What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today you're going to be watching some gameplay here on Tarak. I think we all call it Iraq at this point, just because it looks like it. It's an okay map. I don't want to say it's an okay map. I think when I first started playing it, I thought it was like absolutely terrible. You know, it was like kind of like Grozny Raid from Modern Warfare 2019, if you guys remember that. You know, terrible, bogus map. Yeah, it gives me, you know, huge Grozny vibes. Fortunately, Grozny did end up growing on me, and I think this map will eventually grow on me too. I think especially for game modes like Search and Destroy, you know, those like one life modes. But this map is huge. There is a lot of hiding in this map. There's a lot of like, how the hell was I supposed to see where he was on this map? So there's a lot of that, let's just be honest. However, this gameplay I do decently well. I think it's mainly because I unlocked this new cast-off gun. I think it's basically the AK-74 or the 47. I'm not sure which one. But either way, it's a really good gun, and I think it makes me not hate the game as much anymore. Not that I hate this game. I feel like I'm still in the honeymoon phase with this game. I'm not even level 55 yet. I don't have any gold guns yet. So I feel like I'm still in the honeymoon phase. You know, I'm not hating on any of the maps or, you know, any of the guns or anything like that yet. I think eventually, you know, a lot of them will start to grow on me, or not grow on me. I think eventually I'll start to hate them, but I'm not there yet, fortunately. So let me know if you're out of the honeymoon phase. I think a lot of people are starting to get out of it, but for now, you know, so far so good for me. Anyway, I'm going to be talking about some things that just don't really make sense for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. These are not necessarily new things, but just things that I'm starting to notice as I'm playing the game a little bit more and more here and there. I actually am playing this game now. I'm touching less grass, believe it or not, and I'm actually playing this game. As you can tell, I'm uploading more, which means I have to be playing the game and obviously talking about the game more. So if you're interested in the video, make sure to leave a like, you know, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're really close to 8K, and hopefully we can hit that at, you know, fairly soon. But yeah, make sure to do all that stuff in the comment section as well. Let me know your thoughts on this map, Iraq, I guess. I'm going to call it Iraq for the purposes of the video and probably for the channel. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. First thing up that I really want to emphasize here is that this perk system is just no good. I think we all knew this from the beta, but it's just not smart, man. Like, Ghost is such a crutch perk in this game, and unfortunately we can't use it as often as we want to because UAV spam is just out the, like, it's everywhere. You know, UAV spam is literally everywhere. It's so like annoying. You know, as soon as someone calls a UAV, your best option is to shoot it, and nobody really wants to run launchers right now. Everyone's kind of working on, like, you know, their AK, their M4, whatever. So no one's really wanting to pull out a launcher and you know, aim in the sky and, you know, look like they're in a reverse boosted video for like 5 minutes. Not the most fun thing in the world, right? So that's one thing. The rest of the stuff, like all these other good perks, like high alert, quick fix, like just let me use these from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have to wait minutes and minutes for this? And the base perks suck, okay? You know, strong arm, extra tactical, like I get what they're trying to do. It's kind of like a dumbed down version of COD Ghost, which honestly had like a really good perk system, right? Like, let's be honest here, COD Ghost did a lot of things wrong, but the perk system they did very right. I will admit to that. You guys know, for long-term fans of the channel, you guys know I'm a huge Call of Duty Ghost hater, okay? Probably my least favorite Call of Duty game in the franchise, put it that way. So yeah, basically everyone still thinks that the perk system sucks. I tend to agree with most people. It doesn't serve a purpose, you know. Just if Ghost is so OP or whatever, just nerf it or nerf the UAV, you know, like make it so it's like every other Call of Duty game in the past, where yes, there were OP perks, but guess what? If you balance it, if you change other things around and actually, you know, play test your game and make sure that things aren't, you know, ridiculous, yeah, it can end up being okay, and there can actually be some balance. But, you know, if you don't want to do that, you want to be lazy or whatever, changing things for the sake of changing it, not the best idea in my opinion. The next thing I want to talk about that not necessarily doesn't make sense, and just, I guess it's just news. Ranked play. Call of Duty has announced that Modern Warfare 2 is going to have ranked play, and I think it's developed by Tarak again. My guys, Tarak, what are you guys doing? You're doing ranked play for Cold War, Vanguard, and now Modern Warfare 2. Like, can we give these guys a break, Activision? These guys are supposed to put out a banger in 2024, okay? Like, I don't want their focus, you know, I didn't want their focus on Vanguard because, you know, no one's playing that game. And this game, I guess it's good that they're here because this game is actually going to be played and going to be viewed on YouTube. So it's like actually worth trying to, you know, be good at this game. Unlike in Call of Duty Vanguard and unlike really Call of Duty Cold War. Nobody really played that game, right? But yeah, rank play is going to be coming in early 2023. I'm going to guess February, kind of like how it did in the past for Vanguard. I'm pretty sure it came out around then for Vanguard. So that's my guess. You know, I don't think I'm going to... I don't want to say that. I probably will end up playing Call of Duty ranked play at least a decent amount. I'm hoping that it's not going to take over my life. There were phases in Vanguard, especially when I was grinding the very first time, like for my first season, where I thought that it was very fun. You know, I thought it was really fun grinding. The matchmaking like made sense. You know, like you faced opponents of your equal rank, and get this, you're actually playing for something. Unlike in casual modes where you're sweating your butt off for a weapon level or a camo, as opposed to, you know, an actual ranking or a trophy or a calling card or, you know, a special camo or two, you know. Let me know if you guys are going to play ranked play or if you're excited about ranked play in the comment section down below. I'm curious to know how many of you guys actually care about ranked play. And the last big thing that I did want to talk about that just doesn't make sense, and I tweeted about this. That's how you know I'm actually playing Call of Duty. If I'm tweeting about Call of Duty, follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. Guns. Weapons in this game are better without attachments largely. I watched this video from Exclusive Ace, you know, great Call of Duty channel. If you know me, don't know him, that's crazy. I'm about to do a triple backflip, okay? But he talked about how, you know, aiming stability versus ADS. That was like the main takeaway I got from it. And basically every attachment that helps one of them hurts the other. So basically if you wanted to ADS faster, if you want to be like, you know, playing around like a crackhead, you know, YY 2020 sensitivity movement, basically you would have to give up a lot of aiming stability, meaning your gun is going to shake everywhere you go when you're running around up close, far away, whatever the case may be, right? Like you're going to be running around like crazy, and your aim is going to be moving around like crazy too. Like you're literally not going to be able to shoot straight necessarily. And just watch his video if you don't understand what I'm talking about. Basically, he broke it down very, very succinctly, very simply, to the point where it's like you ADSing faster is at like such a huge cost of your aim and your accuracy that it's like, is there any point in it at all, right? Like that's kind of the vibe I got from it. And on the flip side, you know, your aiming stability, how shaky your gun is, it's less and less, but your ADS takes so long. I already feel like in this gameplay, this AK-47 that I'm using, I already feel like my ADS is like ridiculously slow in this game. Like I have to ADS like well before corners and all that stuff. Like I can't like take my time around a corner or anything like that. It's extremely annoying. And yeah, man, I don't know. I just don't get the point of like hurting. Like attachments should not be hurting your gun this much. I know that they introduced the concept in Modern Warfare 2019. I never really liked it because what is an attachment at the end of the day, right? It's something that's supposed to be benefiting you. Not necessarily, but largely in the case, right? You never put on a red dot sight because it doesn't help you see better, right? You don't put on a sight because it's more obtrusive. You put one on because it's less obtrusive or because it helps, you know, your terrible iron sight. That's why you put on an optic sight to begin with, right? Same with like silencers and things like that. And if there's like a decent trade-off, right? Like in the past, when you put on a silencer, you give up some range, but you stay off the minimap. Nowadays, there's like no trade-offs for the things. And I know what you're gonna say, like, oh, ADS and aiming stability, that's your trade-off. Kind of, but not really. Like, I agree that not everyone should just have like ADS, like huge movement boosts and stuff like that, but a trade-off of like the aiming stability, like to that degree where it's like noticeable, to where like a casual player like me to an expert like Exclusive Ace is going to be able to tell, hey, your gun is better without an attachment. That's not a good feeling. You know, it doesn't feel good to level something up, to get a gun gold, just to be like, was there any real point to this at the end of the day? You know, that's the takeaway I'm getting. Anyway, man, that's pretty much it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. A little bit shorter one today, but hopefully in a couple days I will be able to bring you guys a better and longer one. But yeah, that's it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and don't forget to leave comments in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts on Iraq. What do you rate this map? 1 out of 10. Let me know that in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.